Hi, my name is Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Nautak and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Nabua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky Rocky and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate and this is FBC News. Tonight, a clarification sought on whether Sevens players will be taxed. Parliament suspended for a week. And Cyclone Winston damaged homes in Northern Bao village rebuilt. The Fiji Rugby Union has confirmed they're talking with the Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority, seeking clarification on the tax deductions of bonuses given to the victorious Sevens players. FRU Chief Executive John O'Connor says tax could be deducted, but nothing can be confirmed as of now. Vashnil Prasad reports with this exclusive story.
Fiji Rugby Union Chief Executive John O'Connor says they're still in talks with FRCA on whether cash rewards to be distributed to Olympic gold medalists will be taxed. The FIU is currently holding the money and it will be only released once everything is cleared.
Yeah, that's most of the funds have been paid to FRU. FRU is doing the necessary clearance and everything before we will pay them out to them.
O'Connor says some tax is to be paid. Each player and official will receive $60,000.
No. There's a tax that has to be paid, but we're seeking clarification from FOCA before we finalize it. We're seeking clearance from tax department and everything before we do the final apportionment.
Meanwhile, questions have been sent to FRCA in regards to this. Vashnil Prasad, FBC News.
Parliament has been paragood. In simpler terms, it marks the end of the parliamentary session and precedes the head of state opening a parliament that begins a new calendar year. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
An empty house. Nothing but posters of where actual members of Parliament would be. Secretary General to Parliament Viniana Namosimalo explains why a Parliament is prorogued.
This session basically means, this end of session today basically means that committee cease, they don't meet, and the Secretariat will sort of take a break and review the previous session and also look to prepare for the next session.
Over the last 8 months, Parliament has been busy. 51 bills have been put before the House, 32 have been legislated, with a number of bills before standing committees for public consultations.
For us in the Secretariat, we basically look at our processes and see how we can improve. We look at our weaknesses and limitations in the previous session, and we look at how we can improve in the next session.
Namosimalo adds that they also use the time to build capacity.
At this time, that the Secretariat is sent for training and attachments to see how we can better ourselves in how we do our work, especially procedures in the House.
Parliament effectively on a break this week, taking a week out to look at administrative matters. This has been the process for the last 2 years. In the new year, though, they're looking at extending that 1 week break into a month. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Prime Minister Vorenga Bainimarama is expected to deliver his address soon as chief guest at the opening of the refurbished Albert Park. Roland Koroy is at the opening ceremony. Roland, what can the public expect from this new facility?
Well, Jackie, I will tell you about that in just a bit. But before I do that, I know a lot of us, including myself and even you, Jackie, and a lot of the older generation would agree that Albert Park has a lot of fond memories. Exactly 46 years ago now, I bet a lot of you don't know this, but exactly 46 years ago, Fiji's first ever national flag was raised right here at Albert Park, marking Fiji's birth into independence. Now, along the way, we've had a lot of different events. We've even hosted the royal family right here at Albert Park. We've had different parades, we've had different gatherings, and who can forget the Hibiscus Festival? This has been the home to the Hibiscus Festival for many, many years. up until late last year or 2 years ago when construction started on this new facility. But let me tell you what, this is a new era for Albert Park as it has been refurbished. It has been reopened tonight, and it will now be known as Albert Park Grounds and Pavilion. It has cost a total of $17 million to refurbish this new facility, and from what I've been told, it has 4 grounds that can be used as both rugby and soccer fields. It has a full-size international pitch. It has 2 cricket ovals. It has a pavilion that can seat 1,000 people. It has 2 changing rooms and 2 commentary rooms. Now, I know a lot of people, especially those who work in and around Suva, would be asking, is Albert Park accessible like it was before it got refurbished? I've got good news for you. Starting from Thursday, Albert Park is open to the public, and well, it's all happening here. The military band is performing, but like I said, from Thursday, Albert Park will be open to the public. Everyone, if you want to come and have a feel of the turf, and let me tell you, this turf alone cost $2 million, and it was worth it. I've been running around the field all night, and I'm looking forward to having a go at it myself come Thursday, Jackie.
So much for that, Roland. As the struggle continues in cyclone-ravaged areas to rebuild homes and livelihoods, people in one particular village are counting themselves lucky. Northern Bao village was declared ground zero in the Ra province after TC Winston had all homes destroyed. But as Roland Kuroi reports, the villagers now have more than just a roof over their heads.
Relief is what the general feedback is from villagers here at Northern Bao. 7 months on, and thanks to the Grace Road group, they each have a brand new home.
4 days after the cyclone, a man arrived here by the name of Kim from Grace Road. He told me that he would build 25 houses for us here at Northern Bao. He told us that he was moved by God to come and build our houses.
The houses have not only provided shelter, it has also been built to withstand future natural disasters.
If you look at all these houses, they are all built with steel to be able to withstand the strong hurricane winds. If any cyclones come now, we will be safe in these homes.
Luciana Muamua says she and other women were helpless after the cyclone as they had lost everything. She is glad that she now has a new home.
After the cyclone, there was continuous rain for the following month or 2, and at that time we were in tents. Everything inside got wet. We also got wet. Everything we tried wasn't good enough. But now we have these new homes, and we are just so thankful.
Grace Road Group President Daniel Kim was away overseas, but said through an email that Grace Road Group is a Christian group who sees, hears, believes, and acts by the Bible. He said they did what they had to do by God's teaching, by gathering what little strength they had to help their brothers in Fiji who were seriously affected by the cyclone last February. Grace Road Group has also built homes in other cyclone-affected areas around the country. Roland Kuroi, FBC News.
The body of a fully formed baby was found buried in Sakota Tatiroa near Suva over the weekend, and a suspect is being questioned. The body was buried a few meters away from the suspect's home. Police say the body find was reported to the Valilevu police station on Friday night. Still to come on FBC News, Digicel Fiji looks to expand its newest business entity. A new British High Commissioner to Fiji presents credentials to the President. Stay with us.
Galavina, Guia Dolosana, Angito Talitakini and Navarro and Bula FM and Golden Point Resort, Basendo Nambandana Here, Vinaka.
Bula Vinaka, Navan Cotevita, Utungo 90, and the Talitaka Navarro and Bula FM, Nambandu, and I said.
Nadango Makilesi, where Kraki and Lesbian and Bula FM, Nambandu.
Elonga Ratu Kitchen in Gatambo, and do Talitaka Navarro and Bula FM, and Mondo and Sere, Ngogo,
Bula FM, Nambandu and Sere.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Digicel Fiji is looking at expanding its new business entity, Sky Pacific. Rachel Nath caught up with Chief Executive Darren McLean, who disclosed a few of their projects.
It's been 5 months since Digicel Fiji acquired Sky Pacific, and many changes have taken place. However, one of the biggest discussions currently underway is whether to move on to the Wailesi digital broadcast platform.
We've had informal discussions with the government department responsible for Wailesi, and we've fed back that we are definitely open to coming onto Wailesi platform.
While Digicel is considering this platform, it is still awaiting on Wailesi.
We're ready to receive a commercial offer from Wailesi to take up space on the Wailesi platform, and I guess that will then drive a decision as to do we bring all channels on or a subset or what happens from there.
While this may be the direction the company is heading towards, Macklin says it won't be done immediately.
I don't expect anything significant to change over the next few months. I think the pilot or the trial that's going on at the moment needs to run its course.
If Sky Pacific ventures out onto the Wailesi platform, it will not only be beneficial to the company but consumers as well, considering there will be one unified set-top box. Rachel Nath, FBC News.
Mosquito trap machines will be set at various border agencies to prevent mosquito-borne diseases from entering the country. With 37 cases of the Zika virus confirmed, the Ministry of Health and Medical Services has taken a step further. Minister Chone Usumate says the traps will enhance surveillance and stop other foreign diseases from entering the country.
We need to set up these traps around places like ports and airports where planes and boats are coming from other countries. In case the mosquitoes come from those other countries, these traps can trap them and we can identify them.
Usumate says they are on the lookout for malaria as well. President Major General retired Chiochi Kondrote today received the new British High Commissioner to Fiji, Melanie Hopkins, at the State House. Hopkins presented her credentials to President Kondrote before a 25-member Guard of Honour by officers of the Republic of Fiji Military Forces. The High Commissioner joined the UK's Foreign and Commonwealth Office in 2003 after working in the private sector. She has already served in countries like Turkey, Spain, Cuba and Switzerland before coming to Fiji. Hopkins is also the non-resident High Commissioner for the Kingdom of Tonga, the Republic of Kiribati, Tuvalu, the Federated States of Micronesia. Jamie is next with sports. It's a new week. What's the latest?
Jackie, and good evening. Well, coming up, Fiji's Sevens team rewarded an additional $20,000. And Lautoka coach credits depth in squad for BOG win. This and more after the break.
Namaste, Golden Point Resort. Raki Raki Me. Mirchi FM is garam garam. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Sanjay Taguake. Mirchi FM is hot.
I'm Harshana. I love Mirchi FM. It's hot in Lautoka.
Hi, मैं अविनाश हूँ. मैं लंबासा से बोल रहा हूँ. मैं हमेशा मिर्ची FM सुन रहा हूँ. मिर्ची FM is so hot.
मैं शालिनी देवी फ्रॉम कॉबर्ट एवेन्यू. जैसे आँख खुलती है वैसे मिर्ची FM मुझे मस्त कर देती है. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Prime Minister and President of Fiji Rugby Union, Vorenge Bainimarama, has received more cash bonuses for the Fiji Rugby Sevens team. Today's presentation coming from the FRU's consortium of sponsors. Each player and official is set to receive an additional $20,000. Vasanil Prasad reports.
Olympic gold medal rewards for the Fiji Sevens players continue to pour in. Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama received the check of $340,000 today.
The way it brought us together and the way Fiji, for one brief shining moment, became the center of the world attention. All we could say that there's so much to be thankful for this milestone achievement. Thank you to the team.
$20,000 will be given to each of the 13 players and 4 officials.
We'd like to say thank you not only for that year but for being part of our journey since we started 3 years ago. So you've been there with us since day one, and you should all bet your bets for helping the team win in Rio.
The Vodafone-led consortium providing the funds includes Fiji Airways, the CJ Patel Group, Telecom Fiji Limited and the HFC Bank.
Won 2 series back-to-back, and now the gold medal win at the Olympics has really brought so much pride to the nation. So we as consortium partners are really happy and really delighted to be part of this mammoth celebration and the part of this achievement by the Vodafone Sevens team.
Including the bonus given today, the Olympic winners have each so far received $60,000. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Fiji Sevens players who are part of the Olympic Dream Team are gradually leaving home to rejoin their respective overseas clubs. Joshua Tuisovo flew off to France last week, while Semi Kunatani left the country today to join Toulouse. Vashnil Prasad with more.
Fiji Sevens captain Osea Kolinisau today went down the memory lane, sharing the experience of the national team on the road to gold. Kolinisau says the Olympic gold medal win has strengthened the bond between the players.
I've come to know them as brothers, and 3 years have gone past now. And each day one of us leaves, and Semi has left today. I think next week 2 more or 3 more will leave. But our journey started 3 years ago, and it started with you guys.
Fiji Sevens players and officials were hosted by the Vodafone Fiji today. Kolinisau used Coach Ben Ryan's style of thanking the fans and the sponsors.
From me and the boys, in the famous words of Ben Ryan, when he says to say a big vinaga to him, saying a big thank you is you drag your levu vinaka, right? Thank you.
He also revealed on how the last 3 years has been for the team preparing for the Olympic Games.
I always thought about it. It's not being the year of Olympic and we went on to win gold. It's 3 years of hard work, and nothing could have accumulated what we went and did if it wasn't for the hard work the boys did, but financial backing from youth sponsors.
Fiji Sevens team has set a different standard, and it will be a huge load on the next captain and coach to carry the legacy left by this team. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
Vodafone Flying Fijians coach John McKee is not pleased with the overall performance of local rugby players. Speaking on Fbctv's Vodafone Sports Lounge show, the national mentor raised disappointment at the lack of teamwork in local competitions. Rohit Deo tells us more.
Was knocked on by Nandronga and
with the end of the year European Tour less than 2 months away, national coach John McKee says local players need to improve.
Now it was taken back. Yes, it was. Yes, the veter touched it and then it went in.
I think, individually players are starting to play quite well. I still see a lot of core skill areas that need working on. It really frustrates me when I look at games and I see the kicking out of hand. The field kicking is poor.
Tasiri 22 right in the middle into Nandruku.
McKee adds that there has been some outstanding individual plays seen this year, which needs to be put together.
6 meters away from.
I think individually the players are playing well, but the teams need to maybe understand their strengths a little bit better, improve their core skills so they can actually play to their skills.
He has hinted that 5 or 6 local players will make the national squad. The Flying Fijians play the Barbarians, England and Japan in November. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
A 2-0 victory over Lambasa in the Battle of the Giants yesterday came as a relief to coach Anjaresh Prasad. It was the first time for Prasad to coach a team at district level, and he had dedicated the win to all Blues fans. Rohit Deo reports.
Down Mohammad Tazil with a chance, and Mohammad Tazil as he sneaked past the last line of defense, and in the 4th minute of play.
It's a milestone achievement for Lautoka coach to win his first tournament and bring the BOG trophy home after 30 years. Prasad says the depth on the bench was a key factor.
We can see the Lautoka flag.
Yeah, again, the nemesis Mohammad Tazil.
We had confidence in our boys who were on the bench, and we always had confidence that anybody can fill anybody's shoes. And the 22 we brought, we had faith in them, and they have delivered what was depriving Lautoka from many years now.
Pradhan is here, then Iqbal, as Tony Kalutani now turns to drive.
The Blues' victory was sealed after the second goal came in the second half of extra time.
In the 5th minute of play, following through the Lambasa.
When the first goal was scored, that we knew that still Lambasa can come back, and that's why we had to strengthen our defense. But when the second goal was scored, I was confident that there's no way that Lambasa gonna come and score, because we knew that we got the game.
Lautoka, who walked away with $15,000 prize money, are expected to celebrate the win this weekend. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, the Narunga football side will play 2 matches when the Vodafone Premier League resumes competition this week. On Wednesday, the bottom place team plays Mba at 3 p.m. at Lawanga Park in Singatoka. Then at the same venue and time on Sunday, they take on Suva. Also on Sunday, Nandi and Rewa meet at 1 p.m. at Prince Charles Park. Lautoka currently leads the standings with 10 points. That was sports for this evening. Business is up next with Jackie.
Future Forest Fiji Limited recorded a loss of over $555,000 for year ending 30th June. The company has incurred losses for the past 2 years. In the same period last year, the company recorded a loss of over $383,000 due to damage sustained to the nursery by Cyclone Winston and the loss of teak seedlings. The projected revenue for this year has been significantly reduced. A mixture of sun and cloud was the weather pattern around most of the nation today. Temperatures were about the same everywhere. Suva, Nandi and Savusavu at 27 degrees, while Lautoka was the warmest at 30. Tomorrow will be much like today, some sunshine with a chance of showers about the eastern and southern parts of the country. Looking ahead to Wednesday, public holiday, Eastern Shores can expect a few showers early in the day followed by sunny afternoon. Persistent showers are forecast for the north. At sea, southeast winds gusting to 25 knots, moderate to rough seas. Recapping the main stories for tonight, clarification sought on whether Sevens players will be taxed. Parliament suspended for a week, and new and refurbished Albert Park opens its doors to the public. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Results from last week's poll question, we had asked, is speeding becoming a major problem on our roads? 88% answered yes. This week we are asking, should corporate companies invest more in the Northern Division? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade. Good night.
I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.